softly on the street below. Silver drops are dancing where the cold winds blow. The city starts its engine, people rush away. But inside this little cafe, the world can wait today. A newspaper forgotten on a wooden chair. The scent of roasted coffee floating through the air. The piano in the corner plays a quiet tune, and the rain keeps drawing pictures on the room. Nothing feels urgent now, nothing feels far away. The storm can have the outside, I'll stay here for the day. Rain on the window, soft against the glass, holding little moments, we don't need to make them last. Rain on the window, falling slow and free for a little while, that's enough for me. Someone by the doorway shakes the water from their coat. Another silent traveler with stories left untold. A book lies open halfway to a chapter never read, and the rhythm of the rainfall keeps wandering through my head. Outside the traffic flickers in reflections made of gold. Inside the room grows warmer as the afternoon unfolds. Every drop reminds me that time can move this way, slow enough to notice every second of the day. Nothing feels urgent now, nothing needs to be explained. The world keeps turning somewhere beyond the window pane. Rain on the window, soft against the glass, holding little moments, we don't need to make them last. Rain on the window, falling slow and free for a little while, that's enough for me. Maybe every answer doesn't have to come today. Maybe every worry can simply drift away. The rain knows how to linger, the coffee knows its part. A quiet room, a gentle song, a little piece of heart. Rain on the window, like a familiar friend, staying through the silence until the morning ends. Rain on the window, soft against the glass, holding little moments, we don't need to make them last. Just the rain, just the coffee, just the melody, just the rain, just the morning, and a little room to breathe. The morning crowd is fading now, the rush has come and gone. A quiet kind of rhythm fills the space I'm sitting on. The barista hums a melody while sunlight finds the floor, and every cup that's carried out brings someone back for more. A notebook waits beside my hand, its pages clean and white, but for a while I'm happy just to watch the passing light. happens in this moment. No race that I must run, just coffee and a melody before the noon has come. Coffee before noon, steam dancing in the air. Nothing on my schedule, nothing pulling me anywhere. Coffee before noon, the city's far away. For a little while, I'm letting time behave its way. A couple by the window laughs at something small and sweet. A traveler checks a map and smiles before returning to the street. The rain has softened to a mist, the clouds are hanging low, and every face that passes by has somewhere else to go. But here inside this little room, the clock forgets to lead, and all the things I thought I wanted feel less like things I need. No pressure in this moment, no need to understand why happiness can sometimes fit inside a coffee stand. Coffee before noon, steam dancing in the air. Nothing on my schedule, nothing pulling me anywhere. Coffee before noon, the city's far away. For a little while, I'm letting time behave its way. Maybe all the answers aren't waiting down the road. Maybe peace is something small, a warmth you simply hold. A favorite chair, a rainy day, a song you've never heard. Sometimes the quiet moments say more than any words. Coffee before noon, the world can wait a while. Every little raindrop seems to carry its own smile. Coffee before noon, the morning drifting by, wrapped inside the scent of rain and a pale gray sky. One more sip, one more song. The day is coming, but not just yet. In the quiet corner table by the window near the rain, I watch the droplets gather then disappear again. A worn out book is open to a page I've read before, but somehow every sentence feels different than before. The city's moving somewhere beyond the foggy glass, but here the hours wander in no hurry to pass. No one asks for answers, no one calls my name. The room is full of people, yet peaceful all the same. At the quiet corner table, time forgets my name. The world keeps turning outside, but here it feels the same. At the quiet corner table, the noise just fades away, and all I need is this small room to carry me through the day. The piano keeps on drifting through the scent of coffee beans, like a soundtrack for the moments that live between our dreams. A stranger smiles politely, then returns to their own world. And somehow that's enough today. No words need to be heard. The rain writes little stories across the window frame, and every passing minute feels lighter than it came. The clock hangs on the wall there, but nobody seems to care, as if the afternoon itself is resting in the air. At the quiet corner table, time forgets my name. The world keeps turning outside, but here it feels the same. At the quiet corner table, the noise just fades away, and all I need is this small room to carry me through the day. Maybe being nowhere special is special after all. Maybe slowing down is how we hear the silence call. No destination waiting, no finish line in sight, just a rainy afternoon, and everything feels right. At the quiet corner table, the daylight lingers slow. The rain becomes a melody only quiet hearts can know. At the quiet corner table, the world can drift along, while coffee, rain, and piano become a gentle song. Turn another page, take another sip, listen to the rain, stay a little longer. Stay a little longer. A gentle gray sky hangs over the town, softening the edges of the buildings all around. Cars move like reflections on a river made of light, floating through the afternoon, disappearing out of sight. The rain has found a rhythm on the rooftop overhead, like 1,000 quiet thoughts that never need be said. I watch the clouds unfolding as they wander far and wide, and for once I feel no need to hurry through the tide. The world outside keeps moving, but slower than before, as if the rain has whispered, there's no need to rush anymore. Under a gentle gray sky, everything moves slow. The answers can wait another day. There's nowhere I need to go. Under a gentle gray sky, the hours drift like rain, and every little breath I take feels easy once again. Someone rides a bicycle beneath a fading sign, a taxi glides through puddles, leaving silver lines behind. The city wears its rainy coat and walks a quieter pace, as if the storm has painted calm upon every passing face. The coffee's growing colder, but I hardly seem to mind. The music and the weather have settled in my mind, and all the things I worried about earlier today have quietly dissolved into the rain and drifted away. Maybe not every question needs an answer right away. Maybe the clouds are teaching me a different kind of day. Under a gentle gray sky, everything moves slow. The answers can wait another day. There's nowhere I need to go. Under a gentle gray sky, the afternoon unwinds and leaves a little room to breathe inside this heart of mine. The rain doesn't ask permission, the clouds don't need a plan. They simply cross the skyline the way all seasons can. Perhaps we're meant to wander a little now and then, to lose ourselves in quiet and find ourselves again. Under a gentle gray sky, the city softly glows. Every window tells a story nobody else may know. Under a gentle gray sky, the evening starts to grow, and all I really need tonight is this peaceful ebb and flow. Gray sky above, warm cup below. The rain keeps falling, and I let go. Pages and raindrops fall one by one, a quiet little story where the day has just begun. The world outside is wrapped in shades of silver, blue and gray, while words and melodies gently carry me away. The corners of the paper are softened by the light, and every line I linger on feels warmer than the night. The coffee leaves a circle where my cup has come to rest, like a tiny reminder that slowing down is best. A chapter finds another, a raindrop finds the sea, and somewhere in between them, this moment finds me. Pages and raindrops falling one by one, little stories unfolding before the day is done. Pages and raindrops dancing in the light, turning simple afternoons into something bright. The piano in the distance drifts softly through the room, like sunlight breaking gently through a cloudy afternoon. A stranger turns a page across the cafe from my seat, And somehow all these quiet lives make the silence feel complete. Outside the window people hurry underneath umbrellas wide. Inside the room the hours seem content to simply glide. No grand adventures waiting, no urgent place to be. Just the rain, the words, the coffee, and this quiet company. Every line a doorway, every drop a song. Some moments ask for nothing except to come along. Pages and raindrops falling one by one. Little stories unfolding before the day is done. Pages and raindrops dancing in the light, turning simple afternoons into something bright. Maybe every book we open is a mirror in disguise, showing us forgotten dreams through unfamiliar eyes. Maybe every rainy day has something new to say to hearts that stop long enough to hear it on the way. Pages and raindrops gathering like memories, floating through the quiet air with effortless ease. Pages and raindrops, the rhythm never stops. 1,000 tiny stories written by the rain and drops. One more page, one more song, one more cup. Stay a little longer. The rain is getting quieter now, like a song that's winding down. The clouds still drift above the streets, but sunlight brushes through the town. A golden line across the floor moves slowly with the day, touching empty chairs and tables before it slips away. The coffee's almost finished, the book is nearly done, and somehow all the little things feel brighter than they were before. The storm is still around me, but softer than before, and every ray that finds the room opens another door. Slow afternoon light breaking through the rain, turning every shadow into something warm again. Slow afternoon light falling soft and free, like a gentle reminder of who I used to be. A child runs past the window, splashing through a puddle wide, laughing at the cloudy sky without a place to hide. The piano changes colors from blue to shades of gold, and every note feels lighter than the melodies before. The city starts awakening from underneath the gray, as if the rain and sunlight have finally found a way Maybe every cloud is carrying a little sunlight through. The sky doesn't choose between them, the dark or shining blue. It simply holds them both a while, the way our hearts can do. Slow afternoon light dancing on the wall, making every ordinary thing feel beautiful and small. Slow afternoon light lingering a while, leaving traces of its warmth in every passing smile. The rain grows thin, the light grows warm, the day keeps turning soft and slow. There's an umbrella by the door, another one beside, standing like old travelers, waiting for the rain outside. A woman with a paperback finds her favorite seat. A businessman checks his watch before he orders something sweet. The room keeps filling quietly with stories passing through. 100 different destinations, 100 different views. Some will stay an hour, some will stay a song, and then they'll leave like raindrops, moving gently on. Umbrella by the door, someone's just arrived, bringing little pieces of the world outside. Umbrella by the door, someone says goodbye, leaving only echoes as the afternoon goes by. A student near the window marks a page with careful hands. A couple shares a conversation only they can understand. A traveler unfolds a map, then folds it once again, as if the rain has given him permission not to plan. The piano keeps on playing, the coffee keeps its steam, and every face becomes a part of this quiet little scene. We may never know each other or the roads we're walking on, but for a little while we're here before the moment's gone. Umbrella by the door, someone's just arrived, bringing little pieces of the world outside. Umbrella by the door, someone says goodbye, leaving only echoes as the afternoon goes by. Every chair holds a story, every cup holds a pause. Every rainy afternoon arrives without a cause. Maybe that's the beauty of places such as these. People crossing paths like leaves upon a breeze. Umbrella by the door, the rain still softly falls, and strangers become memories between these quiet walls. Umbrella by the door, the daylight growing thin, as one more rainy chapter slowly wanders in. The door swings open, the bell softly rings, another story enters. the story leaves. Between sips of coffee, the afternoon drifts by. Clouds wander slowly across a fading sky. The room has grown quieter than it was before. Only the rain and piano are speaking anymore. Some thoughts arrive softly, some simply disappear like steam above a coffee cup, vanishing into the air. Between sips of coffee, between thoughts and dreams, life becomes much simpler than it usually seems. Between sips of coffee, between the rain and light, everything feels smaller, everything feels right. A shadow crosses the window, then quietly moves on. Like every passing moment, here and then gone. The music keeps unfolding without a need to explain. Just like the tiny rivers running down the pane. Not every silence is empty. Not every pause is still. Sometimes the quiet moments say more than ever will. Between sips of coffee, the world slows down for me. 1,000 little worries drifting out to sea. Between sips of coffee, the evening drawing near. The things that matter most become perfectly clear. One more sip, one more breath, one more song. From the window upstairs, I watch the city glow. Street lights painting gold on the rainy streets below. Umbrellas drift like colors across the evening gray. Everyone is heading somewhere at the end of the day. Rainy streets below, reflections in the light. Everyone is carrying a little piece of night. Rainy streets below, shining after rain, turning ordinary moments into something again. A taxi passes slowly, its headlights stretching long. A cyclist disappears like the ending of a song. The rain has almost faded, but still remains somehow, living in the puddles that cover every road for now. The city never stops completely, even when it slows. Every window tells a story nobody else knows. Rainy streets below, silver, gold, and blue. 1,000 lives are passing by, and everyone is true. Rainy streets below, the evening settling in, like the closing scene of a movie carried by the wind. The lights grow brighter, the sky grows dark. The city keeps breathing. The rain has nearly ended, only whispers remain. The clouds are slowly opening above the streets again. The chairs are getting emptier, the day is almost through. The cafe feels like holding on to something warm and true. One last melody lingers, one last golden ray, as if the room itself doesn't want the day to fade. Last cup before sunset, last song of the day. The rain has almost faded, but I wish that it could stay. Last cup before sunset, holding warmth a while, like a memory returning with a quiet smile. The piano plays more softly than it did before. The evening gathers gently around the cafe door. The pages have been finished, the coffee cup is bare, but something of this afternoon will always linger here. Some days don't need excitement, some days don't need a plan, just rain against a window and time held in your hands. Last cup before sunset, the daylight saying goodbye. A quiet room, a gentle song beneath the painted sky. Last cup before sunset, the story finds its end, but somewhere in another rain, it all begins again. The lights stay warm, the rain moves on, the door closes softly. Good night.